might be sneezing every now and then in this video because I'm a little bit ill. I'm also not gonna eat this because I'm on a diet. I'm probably gonna donate it to like a food bank or something. But yeah, anyways, I'm officially 19 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Good lord, this is so dry. By the time you're watching this video, I'm gonna be 14 years and 4 days old. I was supposed to record this video 4 days ago on my birthday, but I couldn't because I was saving a kitten from a house fire, and I just got out of the hospital, as you can see from my burn marks. So yeah, as of January 10th, I'm officially 19 years old. Apparently, I have the same birthday as George Foreman, which makes sense. I mean, we're both incredibly talented athletes. I do have more subscribers though, so yeah, take that, George. I made this channel back in 2017, and I remember I only did it just so I can dislike the YouTube Rewind at the time. And skip 7 years later, we've somehow managed to gather 47 million views, 500,000 subscribers, and a total of 0 bitches. It's been a very successful journey thanks to all of you supporting my videos and giving them a watch. I've made so much money I can actually afford a gym membership now. I'm buying my own yogurt instead of stealing it from homeless people. I used to walk 7 kilometers every day to work, and now I can just take the bus. I even got my own bathtub built, which that's pretty awesome. I don't have to painfully squeeze myself into a bucket anymore. For those of you that have been supporting this channel for a while now, I want you to know that I really appreciate it. I 100% know that some of you thought that I was like a 49-year-old dude who's a dad and is only making these videos to pay off child support. And I mean, that part is true, but I'm not 49 years old. It is genuinely a struggle looking way older than I actually am because, well, first of all, I keep getting recognized by war veterans thinking that I served with them at some point. No one talked to me in school because everyone thought that I was the janitor, including the teachers. Whenever I was suspended or I got in trouble, it was always so awkward because I had to bring my dad, and the principal would almost always get confused as to which one of us is actually the student. You know, I'd just be going for a walk and random kids would try to help me cross the street. I was telling my grandpa the other day that it was my 19th birthday, and he's blind, so he turned to me and he said, "Oh, I thought I was talking to your dad." It really does feel like with every year I age by a decade, and it's honestly a nightmare. I feel like by the time I'm actually 40 years old, I'm gonna look like either a recently dug up ancient pharaoh or E.T. the alien. It does feel like I've achieved a lot more than what I've anticipated to achieve just 5 years ago. You know, going through high school, the best I was hoping for is becoming a plumber or something, which, if I'm being honest, I mean, that's still an option. I'm really not sure what I'd be doing if it wasn't for YouTube. I mean, definitely not an astronaut or a doctor or anything remotely impressive. Probably like a janitor, or not even that, like a janitor's assistant. I don't even know if that's a thing. But the good thing is that the bar in my family is very, very low. So just the fact that I'm not smoking crack is actually really good enough. Never did I think I'd be doing YouTube videos as an actual occupation. I'm pretty sure I only made this channel for, like, I don't know, leave hate comments on Jake Paul videos, maybe spam NDL in like random live stream. But just the idea of making videos was never in my head. But at some point I started making these terrible Photoshop videos where I make, you know, art. I'd hardly even call it that. It was something that would be impressive only if it was done by somebody with Down syndrome. It wasn't good content, all right? I'll just say that. Somehow it was worse than anything Rice Gums ever made. But here we are, 500,000 subscribers. It's crazy to even say. It's like a million in half. But yeah, I really didn't know what I was gonna do for this video, so I decided to just... When are you fighting on Misfits? I've said this already. I really do love what they're doing with Misfits. I think they've done an amazing job. I'm not sure if I'm big enough to be a fighter on there, but honestly, I would just love to be involved in any way, really. I'd love to do what Fred and Fox are doing right now, which is just go around the event interviewing anybody. I could definitely think of some dumbass questions for some people in there that would just make for great clips. How many girlfriends do you have? I don't have any girlfriends, but if it's wives that you're trying to say, then I'm gonna keep that private. I'm just gonna say this, it's more than 7. Which YouTuber do you want to fight? I mean, obviously I've mentioned Fox already, but I think an interesting fight would be Kavos. I don't have anything against him or anything, but I think it would just be funny. Kavos, if you're watching this and you're looking for an opponent, here I am, man. Listen, we don't even need a ring. We'll just meet up behind an alley. I'm definitely not gonna bring a knife. Thoughts on Pineda versus Canelo? Too much of a risk for Canelo, I'd say. Both are naked and covered in oil. Who's winning in a twerk off? And it's a picture of me and Jeffrey Dahmer. Alright, I think that's enough Twitter for the day. Happy birthday, my guy. You look like you're 24. What's the worst thing you've done to your teachers? And happy birthday to you, my man. Alright, here's a little bit of a fun story. It's not really that fun. Have you guys ever had that a weird moment where you literally caused a teacher to have a mental breakdown? And it's the funniest thing ever. Okay, so here's what happened. I was at school, right? Sitting at the back of the class, as I always do. I had a beanie on and also a hood on top of the beanie. The teacher told me to take off the hood, and I took off the hood, and he also told me to take off the beanie. He had this stupid rule basically in the class that nobody should have a beanie or a cap or pretty much anything on top of your head. Now I looked him straight in the eyes and I was like, well, dude, I'm cold. I don't want to take off the beanie. And the teacher said to me, well, it's cold in here and I'm not wearing a beanie and nobody else in the class is wearing a beanie, so you should take it off. And I don't exactly remember what I said, but it was something along the lines of, well, I'm not gonna stay cold just because you want to stay cold. I'm sure I said it much more cleverly than that, because at the time the whole class started laughing and the teacher just lost it, man. He snapped and he got up and he just charged at me like a bear. He's literally like, he got up and he was charging at me and you could see his hair getting grayer as he approached me. Like his hair was falling out as he's walking towards me. Like the amount of stress. That was the first moment when I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have a fight with a teacher. But it didn't escalate to that. Somebody called him on the phone and he was basically just gesturing to me to get out of the class. And I was pretending like I'm pissed. I was actually very happy because I wanted to leave that class so bad. And so on my way out of the school, I came across the principal and he basically just told me, we're gonna talk the teacher into letting me back into the class. I don't know, man. I feel bad for that teacher. I wish I had like video evidence of this incident because it's legitimately, I wake up in the middle of the night dying from laughter because of how funny this guy's mental breakdown was. His entire like 15 years of stress from being a teacher, it all just came out like right at that moment. But yeah, I feel bad for him, man, because like obviously teaching is not an easy job. If you're watching Mr. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, my apologies. Would you beat a sloth in hand-to-hand combat? Yes, I would kick the living shit out of a sloth. Are you serious? Have you ever seen those things? They're so slow. They can't block, they can't punch. They have those little like freaking pirate hook things. Those are not gonna do much to me. They got a lot of hair, it's very flammable. I can just set them on fire and watch them go. Easy opponent, first round knockout. Do you think you'll ever get a chance to meet KSI? I think I will. I mean, you know, like I said before, I'll probably find myself in one of these Misfits events at some point. And so yeah, while I'm there, maybe he'll recognize me as the prim guy, maybe he won't. Nonetheless, I'm getting that picture. Try not to laugh, Family Guy offensive edition. There's not even a question, but I'm assuming that you confused this with the video ideas video. Let me know if you guys would actually want me to do these types of lazy videos where I just react to like a compilation of something. I could probably make it into a stream actually. I mean, it's basically what JJ does and it's successful, so why the hell should I not do it? Because I'm not as funny, that's why. Where was the worst place you got bricked up? I can definitely think of a couple of situations, a couple of funerals. And yeah, hopefully you're watching this on the 14th. And as always, I will teleport.